Thanks, everybody, and thank you for coming out. This is fantastic. You guys are great.
It's Saturday morning, and Jen Campbell is giving a pep talk to volunteers at a trash pickup along Rose Creek.
Events like this are so close to my heart. We live in one of the most beautiful places on earth. We have to keep it beautiful.
As the volunteers make their way up Rose Creek, Campbell alternates between picking up trash and chatting with constituents.
I've done it several times, and I can't tell you how many hundreds of cigarette butts. My goal is to pick up 1 million cigarette butts off the beaches and bays. But actually, it's just, to help keep the environment clean. And when we all get in there and do it together, it makes a tremendous difference.
Campbell's election last November was kind of a big deal. She unseated an incumbent, which hadn't been done in decades, and her victory gave Democrats a 6-3 majority on the city council, enough to override any vetoes by Republican Mayor Kevin Faulconer.
Here, of course, is President Obama.
You can tell from her office decor politics is in her blood. Former Obama strategist David Axelrod is her cousin.
So when I decided to run, I called David and said, I'm really thinking about running for office. And he calls me Dr. Shorty. He said, yeah, you're going to run for office. He's a foot taller than I am.
Campbell says she thinks the new council will govern with more compassion.
But I think people will see that the Democrats are not always united. And I think they'll see that the council most of the time is united, even with the Republicans on our side. And we all work together very well, I think.
Is that part of the area?
Campbell has lived in San Diego for 15 years. Before that, she practiced family medicine and acupuncture in Pittsburgh. She says she ran for council after frustration with the response to the hepatitis A outbreak. Now she says her priorities are environmental protection, homelessness, and housing.
The need is great. The need is great. We need thousands of new housing units. We need to smooth the way. There's several things in the works that'll help make it easier for builders to build more and for people to be able to afford them.
At the same time, Campbell has opposed plans and policies to allow more homes to be built. She voted against a plan to add denser and taller housing near a future trolley station, and she was the only vote against eliminating parking requirements for new apartment and condo buildings near public transit stops. She says transit has to get better first.
And I don't think people ever give up their cars entirely because, they may want to take a weekend trip in their car. They may want to go to Costco and load up with a month's worth of stuff. And it's kind of hard to haul all that on a trolley.
On improving public transit, Campbell says she'd like to see more trolley lines like the extension of the Blue Line that will serve her district. But that project cost more than $2 billion and took decades to get built. I asked her whether she would support quicker and cheaper improvements like bus-only lanes on her district's main thoroughfares.
I think Grant and Garnett are already too crowded. I don't think we could take away any lanes there unless you took away maybe a parking lane. And I think express buses probably only are needed during rush hours. Although some of my constituents complain they don't have enough buses on weekends. So I'm not sure what the answer is. But I'm here, so I'm so excited.
The transition from doctor to city councilwoman has been fun, Campbell says, though she admits she's had a steep learning curve. She says her approach to leadership is not heavy-handed.
You have to lead by example, for one thing. You have to try to be thoughtful but decisive. And you have to be able to let other people who are competent do their jobs.
Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.